hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you on a Wednesday afternoon, 3 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone, here in our new time slot on Wednesdays. Midweek Pick Me Up used to be at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and we've moved it up to 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so we can get this. You might have a chance at seeing this and not getting lost in the midst of everything in the world that's going on Wednesday nights, because there's too much going on Wednesday nights, in my opinion. Anyway, glad you're with us. This is our midweek pick me up here on the New Thought Media Network, and what that means is 2 prayers, 2 songs, and a talk in between. That's our format. Pray, music, talk, music, pray. 2 prayers, 2 songs, and a talk in between. Which means it's about time I got started with the prayer, right, and getting some prayer work going on here, don't you believe? I believe so. Thanks for being with us. And if you're with us here live in this moment, please allow your eyes to shut. And if you're watching this at another time, allow your eyes to shut. And as long as you're safe, as long as you're somewhere solid and secure, let yourself relax. Let go of the day, let go of whatever it may have taken to be in this moment, to be in the midst of this experience, as we recognize the one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that's moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. The oneness that is everything, everywhere present, everywhere active, creating, revealing itself, revealing a grander vision, revealing a greater way, revealing the truth, the magnificence, revealing love and light and beauty and truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, and doing all of that as my life, as your life, as the lives of each and every one across this entire planet and beyond. Each a unique divine emanation of Spirit's great gift to itself. Each a divine absolute necessity, absolutely vital to this thing called life, to this evolution of human consciousness on planet Earth. So I know that whatever's happening here this evening, that this must be good, because it must be God. That everything that's happening here this evening is a divine revelation of God's light pouring forth into expression, to experience, into opportunity, into a calling, into a sense of knowing, into whatever it is that you may experience, that I may experience, that anyone may experience. It's still all God. And so it must all be good, no matter what. So I am in this moment just thrilled with an absolute sense of gratitude for what's happening here, thrilled to be a part of whatever this wants to call itself. Thrilled to say, all right, universe, bring it on. Bring it on. I know the power behind that word is the power of God. It's God's co-creative nature taking form, taking shape, and it must do so. It cannot be returned void, cannot be denied. And so I release this word into the law with a grateful heart, knowing it is done, and so it is. And so it is. All right, folks. So you know how all this works, right? 2 songs. Ooh, don't start yet. You're not supposed to start yet. You need your wait. I came up with the talk title tonight before I picked the music, but as soon as the talk title hit me, it was like, yep, this is where this all starts. I really want you to listen to this, because this is powerful stuff.
Bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. for something gone that'll never return. Think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before. Broken heart and slamming doors. I'll be alright. Yes, I will. Once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I know it's gonna be everything new.
Ooh, thank you, Daniel Neymar. Thank you for sharing that, for sharing your gifts, your talents, and for sharing that most amazing piece of music with the world. That is everything new. And it's more than just the bring it on, right, folks? I mean, in that song, he speaks about, what my next thing to do. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're giving up on what we're doing right now. What it means is, what's the next part in what we are doing? What's the next part in the divine calling of our life? Because the truth is, you are already on your path. You are already fulfilling the great journey that you are here to fulfill. It's not like we got to go find that. That has already found you. What we have to do is awaken to the fact that that is happening and embrace the changes that come our way. Now, there's no question that we've all been in the midst of change, and that change is constant. It just keeps going. Change keeps happening. It keeps changing. So really what it comes back to is, how do I choose to approach the changes in my life? And when we're looking at this concept of bring it on, right? There's this old idea, bring it on. I'm going to meet you with aggression and with fight and with determination. And I'm going to, and maybe you're here, where it's just like, okay, wherever I may be, I'm all good and it's all good. And yeah, bring it on. I'm all okay with it all and blissed out. Or maybe you're more like this, like, yeah, come on, life. I think I'm more like this one, right? Bring it on, bring it on, bring it to me. Bring me the experiences that are going to help me grow. Bring me the experiences that are the most beneficial for the evolution of my consciousness. Eckhart Tolle said that. Life brings us the experiences that are most beneficial to the evolution of our consciousness. And what happens when our consciousness evolves? We evolve into a new way of being. We evolve into a new idea of how to be in the world. So really, it's all about, well, how do we embrace the day? And in preparing for tonight's talk, I was reminded of this great quote by one of the most fabulous philosophers of the modern day, Hunter Thompson. Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside with a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, wow, what a ride. And I'll tell you, being on the internet today, wow, how many misquotes there are of that. How many people have taken that quote and twisted it and put other people's names on it. But the point is still the same. We are each here bringing a unique set of gifts and skills and talents. And our job is to bring those, is to use what we have to be in full excited enlightenment for life. To bring it on, life. Bring it. Because it's not about whether you're ready to handle it or what you're going to do with it or whether you're capable of it. The truth of it is you're here. And whatever life brings you, you're going to work with it. You're going to deal with it. That's the fun part. Remember, I say this all the time. We're making it up as we go along. This thing called life, that is. We're making up life as we go along. We've just got to choose to make it up so it works for us. Now, a long time ago, I've told this story before as well, that I had this habit. People would ask me, how's your day? How's it going? How's your day? How's it going? And I would always say the same thing. You know, every day I wake up and it's a great day to be alive. And then eventually someone comes along and mucks it all up. I had a few other words that I used in that sense. But I lived by that. And every day, sometimes it was the last thing before hitting bed for the night. Sometimes it was first thing in the morning. But sooner or later, someone came along and mucked up my day. Now, this was before I found religious science. This was before I found this philosophy of new thought and the science of mind. This is before I really in any way was understood the power of my words and the power of the belief that I bring to my experience. So it really does come back to, how do I choose to meet my day? Well, I'll tell you, for me, it's all about the embrace and journey forth. I embrace what's showing up. I embrace what's happening in my life, and then I journey forth. And then I journey into the newness, into the next. If something doesn't go the way I wanted it to go, I embrace and I journey forward. If a conversation gets canceled that I really wanted to have, I embrace and I journey forward. If a conversation I didn't want to have happens, I embrace and I journey forward. And I believe that we can each use that in our own ways to embrace what is happening, embrace what we've already created. Because the truth is, if it's in our lives, we created that. We had something to do. We had a lot to do with bringing that into our lives. So our call, if you will, is to return to the ABCs. Now, if you're a salesperson, you know the ABCs is one thing. And if you're in other industries, you know the ABCs is other things. I like to look at the ABCs of this thing, of creating a spiritual life, as always be creating. Always be creating. It's that simple. Excuse me. It's always that simple. Be creating. Be creating in your mind. Be creating in your consciousness. Be creating with your hands. Be creative, because life is creative. The very nature of this thing called life is creative. The very nature of God's life is creative. Creation, creating. It's an action verb. Is creating, and we are the vessel through which that creation happens. So yes, we are making it up as we go along. Yes, we are creating everything as it happens, and yes, we get to make it up so it works for us. We can create this thing so it works for us, so that you're creating the life you truly desire. Now, I get it. Sometimes understanding what I truly desire in my life can be a little difficult, and it takes practice. And you have everything you need to create the life you truly desire. No matter how much you practice or how much you don't, you have within you everything you need to make this life an amazing life, to make this the most amazing experience of life ever. What I think we have to do, and this gets a little tricky here, we have to intentionally call in our calling. Yeah, listen to that. We have to call into our experience the calling of our lives. Now, I say it that way, and again, you'll say, well, wait a minute, Robert, just a handful of minutes ago, you said it the other way around, right? The calling leads us. It is, yes, it is the both and. Honestly, we are always on the path of the purpose of our soul. We are always, in one way or another, fulfilling the calling of our soul, no matter whether we know it or not. What we have to do is call into our lives the experiences, the opportunities, the events, the environment that allow us to wake up to that and open up to that. So we're calling in our calling into our awareness, into our consciousness, that sense of what we are here to fulfill and what we are here to do. Now, I believe one of the best ways to determine what our calling truly is to listen, and to listen deeply. And I also believe that the best way to listen deeply is through the visioning process. And in the visioning process, when it was first emerged and brought forth into the world, into consciousness by Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith and his team in Agape, they had 5 questions. The way I do visioning now, and anybody that's in a private client situation with me or has done any private visionings, or if you show up on the Monday morning visionings, you'll know I've added a few questions. And one of those is the question of, what is my soul's purpose? What is my soul's purpose? Now, I tell you, I've been asking that question in my visionings for a few years now. And there's one thing that comes through every single time, never fails, always there. What is my soul's purpose? To love and be loved. No, it's that simple. And every time I do a little visioning, there's a little more that reveals itself of how I'm fulfilling that purpose. How I'm demonstrating that purpose, how I am creating the conditions and the environment and the opportunities to fulfill that purpose. Now, that may not be your purpose. That's okay. It may be. You may find that your purpose is just that as well, to love and be loved. Maybe there's more. Maybe it's just that. But whatever it is, I believe we are called here. We are here to give all of ourselves to that, to whatever that is, to give everything we have to that mission, to that vision, to that calling for who we are here to be and who we have come here to be. And I fully believe that as more and more and more of us wake up to this truth, as more and more of us start demonstrating this truth, living this truth, then more people are called to live their truth. Then more people are ready to say, yeah, I'm with you. Bring it on. Bring it on. Whatever it is that comes next, it's going to be new. It's going to bring more newness into my life. It's going to bring a little bit more newness onto the planet. So that moment by moment, everything is made new. Bring it on. Let's make it up newly. Let's make up life in a new way, in a way that works for everybody. in a way where we recognize that it works for everybody, where we're free of homelessness, where there is enough food and resources for everyone, where we have activated and are living the global vision. And we are creating and we are living in a world that works for everyone. So I'm ready. I hope you're ready. And if not, let's get ready. Because it is upon us, my friends. The train is leaving the station. We've been sitting here waylaid on the sidetrack for far too long and we're getting ready. And you can meet life with aggression. You can meet life with a sense of blissed out, spiritual bypassing, it's all good. And you can meet life with a sense of yes, 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 yes. So as we move into our final piece of music this evening, well, you don't need me to set this up. You'll understand.
Something's calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feels like I'm walking on marbles. Can't still the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling. I can feel my heart begin to pound. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. A long dark night, my soul it wanders. Can't see the light that moves me. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Ministry's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith is calling me, and peace keeps calling me. America keeps calling me. Seems like Dallas has been calling me home. Love keeps calling me. What keeps calling you? What keeps calling you? Deeper, deeper, deeper than you've ever been before. Love keeps calling us. Love keeps calling us. Love keeps calling us. God is calling me. And I'm grateful like I have never been before. Thank you, Spirit, for calling me. Thank you, Spirit, for calling me. Thank you, Spirit, for calling me.
We move into that place of recognizing that calling, of hearing that calling, of recognizing the oneness that is God's life, that is calling each to their greatness. Each one that hears these words now at another time, in another dimension, in another recording, in another replay, each one a divine expression of God's life, each one whole, complete, and perfect, just as they are, each one bringing forth a unique set of gifts and skills and talents onto this planet Earth. Because together, each one is actually vital. Every one is absolutely vital to the evolution of human consciousness, to this great revelation that is upon us, to this great vision that is emerging and revealing itself here and now in this moment, in this divine day. I am filled to overflowing with a great, great sense of gratitude for all that is recurring, all that is revealing, all that is happening here on this, in this world, in this ministry, in my life, in the lives of everyone around me, in the lives of each and every one that is touched by this ministry, that is uplifted by these services, that hears these words, that is feels this vibration that we are collectively raising up together and casting out across the planet. So I know life is good, life is grand and glorious, and I am grateful for all that good, for everything that's happening. So from that grateful heart, I release this word into the law that must know and that is already demonstrating, and let it be. And so it is. So it is. Oh, thank you, dear ones. Thank you so much for being with us here today. You know, it is so much fun here on the New Thought Media Network. We constantly have a ton of great stuff going on. I want to first and foremost say thank you to everyone that has been donating this past week and is sharing of their financial good to make this ministry happen, to keep this ministry flowing, and to bring this mighty message out into the world. So more and more people will be inspired, will be uplifted, and will be able to, and will be touched by what's happening here. So, and I've got a really important thing I want to announce. I know we're running a little long, so I'll make it quick, but I really do want to share this with you. Our own Rev Jersey Girl, aka Rev Michelle Wadley, is going to be presenting a 2-part workshop, and this is designed to support you in creating the habits that are going to transform your life. So it's called Mind the 10% of Your Conscious Mind. And, I was thinking I can tell you all about it, but I think there's a better way for that to happen. Why don't we let Reverend Michelle tell you about it real quick?
Your mind and your consciousness is either your greatest friend and a tool that you have sharpened and learned how to use on your behalf, or it is a detriment because you haven't learned to think in a disciplined manner. The class that I'm about to teach is to help you develop the tools of a disciplined mind and to reap the benefits of how to refine that tool and use it on your behalf. I am so glad you're investigating this class, and I look forward to you participating in this 2-week workshop to jumpstart a life of being more conscious, more awake, and having a mind as a sharp tool. I will see you soon. Signing off. Rev Jersey Girl.
And so that wonderful workshop's going to happen on March 13th and 20th from 11 a.m. Mountain Time to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. 2-hour sessions, 2 sessions over 2 weeks. And all proceeds from this program are going directly to our new video fund. So if you haven't heard, folks, we're starting a new campaign to raise some funds. We need to put about $1,000 into our video platform, but what it's going to do is help take us to the next level as far as our production value and our ability to schedule and provide you with solid links. Evergreen links that don't change. So you'll be able to find all your favorite programs here on our network. So please check out that workshop with the Rev Jersey Girl and check this out too while we're here.